So let me set the scene. In the mythical state of Florida, in the city known as Orlando, there was this magic rat king who made a lot of money. So much money, in fact, that he opened a shopping mall, which we now call Disney Springs. And today, friends, that's where I am. Now, there wasn't much going on in this area in the realm of wildlife and nature outside of this plastic alligator. However, we didn't come here to look at wildlife. No, today we came for a special reason. That's right. The Eager Beaver Spooktacular! Part 1. And what could be more spooky than standing in line with tourists for 45 minutes? But why would yours truly subject himself to such ritualistic humiliation? Well, friends, let me tell you. Before you lies Gideon's Bakehouse, home of cookies, cakes, and other curiosities. And apparently it was founded in 1898, which makes it older than the Rat King himself. Impressive. Now, spending 45 minutes in a line in Central Florida in the sun, in the tourist death trap might sound terrible, but to be honest, a half-pound cookie and a double-frosted slice of cake really did sound quite good to me. And they spoke to the fat boy within my very soul. The only problem here is actually getting through the doors, not because of their size, but because everyone wants in and they're heavily guarded by waitstaff. Ugh. Now, you might find it surprising, but much to my own chagrin, the line that wrapped around the block was considered short at only 45 minutes, as the average during the Halloween or October and fall season runs roughly 3 to 4 hours in waiting. So, I suppose I'll thank my lucky star here. After much waiting, the gates of the damned were opened, and we finally entered into this rather eclectic bakehouse. Just take a look for yourself. As you step inside the bakehouse, you'll see a rather interesting cavalcade of menageries thrown about. For example, here's a picture of your mother. In fact, if you look around, you'll see an entire collection of family photos on the wall. In particular, one of my favorite touches here are the bookshelves. Not because they have great books and items on them, but because they remind me that the water damage in my own house isn't nearly as bad as it is here, so I feel good now. Thank you, Gideons. But you don't want to hear me waffle all day just about all the pretty decorations. No, my friends. Take a look at the patisserie before you. These are indeed double-iced cakes, and they're quite hefty. Through the viewing window here are the 1-pound cookies, which unfortunately only weigh 1 pound and do not cost 1 pound English. I am minorly disappointed, but slowly I will learn to recover and move on. Now, when you look upon these cookies, you might think to yourself, why gee, that's enough to feed an entire village. And you'd be right, unless you think like an American, in which case each cookie is enough to feed 1 gas station trucker per hour. Now, I really would like to be honest here and give Gideon's a compliment when I say I understand why people in the area and traveling come here to see it every Halloween, because their ambience is bar none. In many ways, Gideon's is like the Halloween haunted house that we visit once a year to get scared. But in this case, the only scary thing about Gideon's is how much it costs and the calories you will put on in eating cookies. But it does taste good. However, perhaps I'm getting a bit ahead of myself here. Let's skip ahead to a quick food review for the day. Now here we have the Gideon cookie box, the menu, and a collectible trading card. And these trading cards are surprisingly getting very expensive for people who are big fans of the Bakehouse. And here is the menu, which apparently changes every month, so good for us, we got the most popular one. Rather indicative of us, we decided to here test out the Frankenstein cookie, which is one of the special cookies for October, which is a rather decadent chocolate cookie. In this case, it's covered in chocolate dust and cocoa powder, vanilla base, chocolate chunks, and chocolate M&Ms. So it's all around just gonna be good and healthy. And here, taking direct inspiration from far better YouTube channels than I, is a cross-section of the cookie for your viewing pleasure. So, as strange as this is and completely un-outdoorsy, I'm very happy to talk to you at our first, and hopefully not only, Halloween special. So let me start off by eating this cookie, which I know, when you look at it, is probably really rough. I know, pity me, boo-hoo. This is gonna be tough, guys. But I'm going to, for once in my life, be a food critic. Are you ready? That's incredibly rich. Oh, but I like that. That's good. Take a look. I admit it. I'm a sucker for candy and M&Ms. And I have to admit that I'm not crazy about an entire outdoor shopping mall, nor do I get the privilege of wearing all of this when I'm out there in said shopping mall. But this just brings out the child in me. That's so much fun for the holiday especially, so I'm very happy to have that opportunity. Further, I'm happy that we bought so many cookies I can share them with pretty much the entirety of my family. So when all 12 of you see me return home, I hope you can enjoy that. But I'm not really one for food ratings. It's a very good cookie. Could you make this at home? Yes. But could you build an entire spook house? No, you probably couldn't. Not like that. So if you're in the area, yeah, give it a try. Excuse me now. God, it's good. Now, thank you for enjoying this rather avant-garde and bizarre for us food review. It's rather a one-off, but I do say it is in the spirit of Halloween. Please note, in the future, we won't be doing further food reviews, nor are we going to become the Disney Channel, but I would like to thank you so much, and especially thank the people who invited me out and let me know about this great place out here. It really has made for a fun Halloween, and I wish all of you a very safe and very fun Halloween. Until next time, this is the Eager Beaver, signing off.